with you all summer and after in love with you.
Full Frontal is, for the most part, a movie that didn't get good reviews. People don't seem to really like it, but I personally loved it. It came out in 2002, directed by Steven Soderbergh. It has a large cast of actors that you probably know at least some of them. They sort of come together in different ways, but the film blurs the line between what is a film and what is reality multiple times, because you'll maybe think, oh, I finally got a grasp on what's real and what's not. But then it takes it a step further, and by the end, you don't really know what was real and what was just a movie. It's also interesting because the movie was shot on digital video using a Canon XL1S. You can clearly see this with the noise and graininess of the shots. The lighting is not very good at all. The colors are overly saturated. Everything is just wonky. I personally found a lot of the shots really inspiring and something I would like to emulate. That's my main inspiration that I took from the movie. But also I loved all the different stories. The actors were all very, very good in their roles. And it's just unlike anything I've ever seen, to be honest. So it may not be your cup of tea, but that's how I felt. Happy Go Lucky is a movie that I just really enjoyed. It's a 2008 film directed and written by Mike Leigh, and it stars Sally Hawkins as a really happy and positive woman, but she's not unrealistic entirely about it. She knows that she's very happy and positive, and she enjoys it, but it's not to the point of her being oblivious to how happy she is that she can't understand that there are things that can be bad in this world, which is an interesting way to have such a happy character, in my opinion. The movie was also really, really, really hilarious. I especially loved her interactions with her driving instructor because he's so grumpy and she's so happy. And it's not played out in the typical way because, as I said, she's not just a typical happy person. I just recommend this movie because it's fun and funny and good and great. About Ellie is a movie that came out in 2009. It's Iranian, so you will need to find subtitles unless you speak Farsi. And it was directed by Asghar Farhadi. It's a drama and sort of a mystery, maybe a psychological drama sort of thing. I would say the first maybe 45 minutes or so, everything is going great. It's fun, it's funny. You're expecting it to be mainly a comedy, maybe with some romance sprinkled in, but you're definitely not expecting what happens after. I don't usually watch trailers beforehand for a movie, so I have absolutely no idea, especially with the title and with how positive everything is going. This movie will basically make you, again, question your perceptions of reality. Maybe a bit like Full Frontal, but not in the same way. It's just, you don't know what's true, you don't know things about the characters themselves don't seem to know things about other characters, and you're just trying to figure out what happened here, and who are some of these people, and what do we really know about them, if anything at all. So if you're into those type of movies, I absolutely recommend this wholeheartedly. This is not a film, it is a documentary by one of the most well-known Iranian directors, Jafar Panahi. At this point in the movie, he is banned from making movies for 20 years. He's under house arrest, he's bored, and he wants to continue making his art, and he's not going to let the government stop him, so he invites a friend over who starts filming for him. At first he starts explaining a movie that he was planning to make and trying to sort of show it to us, but then he's a bit distressed by the fact that you can't tell a movie, you have to make it. Also, some other things are going on in the background that sort of distract him. It's just very interesting to watch. This is probably not a movie for everyone, but I just really, really liked it. As I said, since he's banned from making movies, he had to smuggle this from Iran to Cannes in a flash drive hidden inside a birthday cake. So just knowing all the trouble he went through to release this is incredible. If you're into documentaries though, then hopefully you'd like it, so watch it. Life Partners is a movie that came out in 2014. It's written and directed by Susanna Fogel. It's a comedy drama sort of film, I would say. Not like super drama, but there is some drama. It's about a female friendship, and a very genuine one, I would say. I've never really seen women written this way in a movie, and you can tell that since it was written by women, the friendship is just much more real. I watched this movie for a bit of a challenge that I'm doing. That the challenge for this one was that it stars at least one main gay character. And one thing that I enjoyed about this is that it wasn't entirely stereotypical portrayal of a lesbian. There was no weird tension between, you know, one of the characters because she's straight and the other one because she's gay and maybe, you know, she likes her or she's uncomfortable sometimes by her or something like that. It was just very normal and very real. And there was just something about the movie that I really enjoyed, and it really connected with me. So definitely watch this because I loved it.
I was so high, I was so high, I was a god, I was immortal, I was a star just burning in the sky.
Baby, this is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves.
This is Garnet, back together. And I'm never going down at the hands of the likes of you, because I'm so much better. And every part of me is saying, go get her.
So don't you worry about a thing. We're gonna be alright. Young girls, patrons of the earth. Young girls, take care of all the earth.